Tadasana, lining our feet up, hip distance apart. I'll go ahead and face the camera so that you can see what I mean. Check that the feet are evenly distributed, the pelvis is tilted forward, the chest is lifted, and the shoulders begin to roll back and away as the palms face the front. Check in that the crown of the head is extending upwards towards the sky. Closing the eyes, we're going to take 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose, out slowly through the mouth. And then we'll go ahead and begin coming to the top of our mats if we're not there already, blinking the eyelids open. Breathing in, let's reach the arms up. Take the gaze up between the hands. Exhale, slowly bring the hands down to heart center, our Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms come up again. A little rounding of the spine here. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, we're going to interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the sky. Really arch your back here as far as you feel comfortable. Soften the knees here if you need to. Maybe take your hands over to the right and then over to the left. And then over to the right side again. We're going to take the left foot behind us, lean into that foot, feel that elongation with the spine. Stepping back to the top of the mat, hands come to center, reach the hands over to the left side, step the right foot back, lean into this. Inhale, coming back to the top of the mat, release the hands, bring them down to heart center, drop the chin to the chest. 1 full breath in. Exhale. Inhale, arms float back up towards the sky. And as we exhale, we sink into our hips, shift the knees, and find our Utkatasana, our chair pose. Checking always that the knees are not in front of the toes, making sure that they're back, making sure that our tailbone is tucked in and the arms are lifted up, really engaging that core. On the in breath, we're going to bring the hands behind us, and as we exhale, we'll come up onto the toes, finding our powerful chair. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward. One more time, inhale. Exhale, this time holding, coming all the way up on the toes, sinking the hips as far down as you feel comfortable, and breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels release, and we're going to go ahead and fold forward. Relax the spine, soften through the knees, allow the crown of the head to just fall forward. Couple breaths. Really deepen into the breath here. Maybe begin breathing in and out through the nose. Shaking the head yes or no. And then placing the palms on the mat, stepping back, finding downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Savanasana. Really press the heart here towards the thighs as you lift the thighs all the way up towards the ceiling. Find some free movement here in the legs, maybe pedal out the feet. Inhale as we float that right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, release. Wonderful. Switching sides. Inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, knees are soft. Take the gaze up between the hands. Step, walk, hop. Find your way to the top of your mat. 2 breaths. On the inhale, we're going to lift halfway, elongate the spine, draw the hands up to the shins if you need to. And as we exhale, let's sweep the arms up and find our way to our Tadasana. Lovely. Roll the shoulders back and away. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, fold. Lining up our fingers and our toes, we're going to step the right foot back, gear that front knee over the ankle, lift the chest, lift the arms, sweep them up. Interlacing the fingers, take the pointer fingers up and bring them forward. Breathe in. Exhale, lift the armpits, take the gaze up. Slowly releasing, we're going to interlace our hands behind our back, press through the fingers. Breathe in. Exhale, come forward. Nice and slow. Release the hands down to the mat. Coming to our high lunge, plant the hands, take a couple moments here, and then we'll go ahead and step back to our downward facing dog. Couple breaths. Inhale, float the right leg this time all the way up towards the sky. Exhale it through. Plant the foot, find the alignment, lift for your lunge. Interlacing the fingers, pointer fingers to the sky. We're going to reach them forward. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Lift the chest. Slowly releasing our hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Press the heart forward. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Right to the inside of that right leg. Releasing the hands back down to the mat. Take a pause here, roll the shoulders back. And then as we're ready, we're going to plant the hands and find our downward facing dog. Couple breaths. Drop the knees, drop the forehead forward, come right into your balasana, your child's pose. Allow the shoulders to sink away. Slow the breath. Pressing into the hands, we're going to slowly lift the chest, walk them all the way back onto the heels. And then we're going to come onto our toes, tucking them underneath. If you find this to be uncomfortable, know that you're welcome to stay in a seat. You can bring the legs crossed out in front, but we're going to bring a little toe stretch here this evening, or I guess afternoon since it's only 3. So let's breathe the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale them back and away. And taking our arms out wide like a T, we're going to come into our eagle arms. So as the arms come closer together, drop the right below the left, cross at the elbows, bend. Bring the back of the hands together or the front. Check that the elbows are not above the shoulders. Right in alignment is awesome. And just breathe here into the shoulders. Now And you might feel some cramping in the toes. And know that you're welcome to come out of this at any time. Slowly release the hands, draw them back out to the side, big breath in. Exhale, hands come close together. This time we'll switch sides. So the right comes below the left, comes below the right. And we'll find the opposite side. So we're really just working into warming up those shoulder joints while also warming up our feet. Prepping in general just to get a little bit more warm here in the next couple of minutes. Releasing the arms down to our sides. Let's walk the hands forward, release the toes at this point, coming to our hands and our knees. Breathing in, we're going to drop the belly, raise the head and the chest. Exhale, round out the spine. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. From here, sweeping our left foot out to the side, planting the foot onto the mat. So we're creating a nice long line here from the foot to the hip. And we're gonna bring our hands out maybe a little bit wider apart. They don't have to be right underneath the shoulders. But we're gonna keep the foot stationary and sort of create a circle here with that right hip. Using that left foot to propel you backwards and forwards. You're gonna mainly press the weight here into the toes, the left foot. And then go ahead and change the direction. So we're coming maybe forward this time. One more. Drawing that foot behind us, we're gonna inhale, lift the leg, bend the knee, press the foot up towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, we'll round out the spine, draw the foot forward. Coming into our low lunge, lift the chest, lift the arms. Taking this right hand, let's take a little twist as we bring the right hand behind us, grabbing for that thigh. Take this right hand, or left hand behind us, excuse me, reaching for the right thigh, right hand sweeps up and over. Nice dynamic stretch here with the spine. Now you have the option, if you'd like, to bend the toes. Reach that foot up. Oh, sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. And we're going to begin to unwind. Hands come down. Untucking the back toes and guiding that left knee back. Let's take the right leg out to the side. Press into the toes and start to find those circle movements. Changing, going the opposite direction. So all we're doing is really working into those hip joints, those hip flexors. As you breathe in, we're going to sweep that leg behind us, flex the foot, lift high, bend the knee, inhale. Exhale, round out the spine, draw that foot up between the hands, set yourself up here for your low lunge. Now let me make sure that I use the correct hands here. We're going to bring the right hand behind us for our twist and float that left hand back behind us, up and overhead or over ear. Option to grab the foot. Otherwise, we're going to release, bringing the hands down to the mat, pressing into them. We're going to power up the left leg and step back to our downward facing dog. Wonderful. Let's breathe in, come all the way up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, soften the knees, take the gaze forward, and we're gonna just do a little bounce forward, see how we feel. So we come up on the toes and land into our Uttanasana. 2 breaths. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, wonderful. Let's step that left foot behind us, open ourselves up for our warrior 2. Sorry, there's just this one little hair that's driving me crazy. Check in with that front knee that it's right on top of the ankle. Breathing in, straighten out the front leg, lift the arms. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, coming to our extended side angle. We're going to bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot and float the left hand straight up towards the sky. Taking the left hand down to the mat, we're going to pivot to face our mat and heel toe the right foot all the way off. So we're in this nice deep lunge here. Let's go ahead and drop the left knee, untuck the back toes, and we're going to work our way into our lizard, slowly coming down onto the left forearm, followed by the right. Breathing into it. One more breath. Pressing into the hands, checking that the wrists are right underneath our shoulders. Let's go ahead and open to the right side. And I really wish I had done this facing you on this side, so I'm gonna move this way. So we're moving ourselves over to the right side, keeping that left leg grounded out in front. We're gonna take the left hand underneath our shoulder and draw the left leg out long. Wonderful. Reaching the right arm up, we're going to press our weight into the left leg. Lift the hip. Breathe into this. Slowly rotate back around. Find your downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale. Now go ahead and come back. Actually, I'll stay here. Let's go ahead this time and step our right foot back. Open the arms, coming back into our warrior 2. Left foot forward. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten out that front leg. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward to that extended side angle, reaching the left hand to the inside of the left foot, and right arm shoots straight up to the sky. Lift the chest. Winding that right hand slowly down to the mat, we're going to pivot to face the front and heel toe that right foot off. Drop the left foot off, excuse me. The right knee comes down. I can't get my right from my left today. And we're going to slowly come back into that lizard. So make sure the back toe is untucked. And we'll come down onto the right forearm first, followed by the left. Breathe into it. Start to press back into the hands, draw them underneath the shoulder joints, and this time we're going to open to the left. Keep the right foot all the way out in front, and we're going to bring the weight this time into that right foot. Press into the shoulder, lift the leg, lift the arm. 2 breaths. Slowly pivot back down, coming to a child's pose. Breathing in, we'll press into the hands. And we're going to take this right hand all the way over to the right side, and we're just going to go ahead and drape the left hand over it. Bringing the left hand this time over to the left side, take the right hand up on over. Bringing the hands back to center, pressing into them, start to walk them back up towards the body, lift the chest. Coming onto our feet again, we won't tuck the toes under this time. Drop the shoulders back and away. Sink the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, hands are at center. Inhale, arms float up. We're slowing down the breath now. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Opening through the chest, we'll drop the right hand and we'll lift the left arm all the way up. Breathing in, slight bend here at that right elbow. Lifting the chest, dropping the left hand, soft bend in that elbow as we sweep the right arm up and over. Lifting the chest, wonderful. Roll the shoulders back and away. And we're gonna go ahead and actually press ourselves into a wide-legged forward fold. So what we're gonna do is bring our hands out in front, bend at the knees, tuck your toes underneath, press into your hands, and walk the feet out to the side. Really begin to press into your hands, walk them back, sink and check that your hips are stacked. Maybe we walk the hands over to the ankles. And this is a good spot also to shake out the head again, yes or no. And then bringing the hands back underneath our shoulders as we breathe in, we'll press into them, lift halfway, and our exhale is going to walk our hands over to that left foot, planting it out, kind of take the foot out slightly out to an angle as you lift the right foot. Now you have a couple options here. Keep the hands out in front for balance. Draw the knee forward if you're someone that likes to balance on top of the heel. And then the other option is, of course, if you like a flat foot. Being mindful of your knee here with this, taking your time. And then engaging our core, we're going to bend both knees, walk the hands back to center, drop the head back down towards the floor. Maybe this time we'll walk our hands away from our bodies. Really guide the top of the head all the way down. Bringing our hands back underneath the shoulders, we'll breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, this time walking over to that right foot, slowly bending the knee, lifting the left, taking this whichever variation you prefer today. I like to take my gaze over to that foot. One more breath. Pressing in the hands back into the mat. We're gonna lift our hips back into our wide-legged fold and slowly begin to heel toe the feet in to Uttanasana. From here, begin to roll up the spine. Take your time, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Wonderful. Finding our mountain pose, our Tadasana. Taking a little bit of balance sequence here before we wind down. Let's shift our weight over to the left leg. Take this right ankle on top of our left thigh and come into our figure four, hands to heart center. Breathe in. Exhale, sink the hips. Flex that right foot. And then as we slowly lift the chest, draw the knee up in front, we're gonna kick that foot back behind us for our warrior three. Pointing those right toes down. Breathing in, this time we'll draw that knee back up in front. Exhale, grab the inside of the foot or that big toe, draw the left hand to the hip, and we're gonna straighten that leg the best that we can out to the side. Checking in with that breath. Let's slowly release. Wonderful, shake out the arms, shake out the legs. This is a lot. This is a highly energetic posture, highly energetic practice, and even I'm out of breath. So let's go ahead and shake and bring our weight over to our right foot as we set ourselves back up for our figure four. Left heel meets the right thigh, sinking the hips back. Always keeping that left foot lifted. We're really playing with balance. We're gonna shift back, warrior three. Find that drishti. Breathing in, keeping the left foot lifted. Find that balance. Grab that big toe or the inside of the foot. And release. Beautiful. Lovely. Shake it all out. Let's come back to the top of our mat. Breathe in, shoulders come back and away. Exhale, palms come to the front. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, let's fold. From here, we're gonna really generously soften at the knees, drop the belly onto the thighs, and take our middle pointer finger and reach for our big toes. A nice big breath in. And our exhale is gonna take the hands and guide the head gently down towards the floor. Maybe we straighten out the legs, maybe we keep them soft. Release the hands. Line the fingers up with the toes and slowly step back to your knees. there, walking the hands all the way back, coming onto the heels. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Lovely. Shifting the legs out in front now. Coming to our Dandasana, heels push away as the toes come up, chest is lifted. Let's breathe in and float the arms up. Exhale, lead with the heart here and come into your fold. Each exhale, just allowing your body to sink forward, being mindful of that lower back. Pressing our hands into our mat, we're going to begin to lift the chest, bend at the knees, sink ourselves all the way back, coming into our boat pose, our Navasana. Tapping our toes, right toe taps down, left toe taps down, right toe, left toe, both feet release. Inhale the arms forward, exhale, we're gonna reach our hands underneath our legs and just allow the head to fall forward. Beautiful. As the chest lifts, the head lifts, we're going to go ahead and come onto our backs. Drawing the knees right on into the chest. Taking a pause. Let's go ahead and sweep the right leg all the way out long. Allow the heel to come down. And we're going to take this left knee into the left hand, bring the right arm out wide, and slowly begin to guide the knee open. Keep that right hip engaged to the floor. Check that you're not lifting with it, and just slowly start to open. As wide as you can without that right knee lifting. Right hip, excuse me. Check in with that right shoulder also, it's grounded as well. Guiding the left knee back in, we'll take a twist, switching hands. Knowing this time it's okay if that left hip lifts, and only going as far as feels comfortable. And slowly coming back onto the back, we'll draw that right knee back up, feet planted on our mat. And as we breathe in, we'll draw the right knee into the chest. Exhale, left leg comes out long. Opening through our hip, taking this slow, making sure that the left shoulder and that left hip stays grounded on the mat, it's not lifting. This is an excellent yoga class to do in the morning or early afternoon. It will definitely energize you. It's not one I would recommend right before bed, but if that is the only time that you have right now, let's slowly shift the knee back in and go ahead and definitely do your practice when it's best for you. But just know that this practice is very energizing. You're going to feel a sense of warmth throughout the rest of your day. Just one full breath in. And exhale, coming back into the spine. We'll take our Shavasana, whatever variation works best for you today. Maybe the legs come out slightly wide. maybe the arms, maybe we rest them onto our belly. We'll close the eyes, slow down the breath now, just begin to bring in the natural breathing rhythm. Begin to find some small movements in the fingers and the toes. Slowly deepening these movements, maybe gently rolling the ankles, the wrists. And then as you're ready, just bend at the knees. Find an easy way to come up to your seat. Bringing our hands to heart center. I hope you all enjoyed this quick energizing yoga practice today. Namaste.